folks, welcome to Fyreflye's Follies. I hope that you enjoy the video today. If you do, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that you will and that you'll stick around for a while. So for the past couple of days, I have been working in peaches. And I saved the pits and the peels from a good bit of them. And I also saved the water that I put my slices in while I was processing. Now, I did like 60 pounds peaches. So there were a lot of bowls of peaches and a lot of water. And as I processed them, I drained all that water off and I saved it in my refrigerator. And today, I'm going to turn that water and these peels into juice that will eventually become jelly and syrup. This is super easy. And this lets you use every bit of the fruit. These are just the peels and pits. So I'm going to put them in my stock pot. And I actually ended up with 4 quarts of the water that I was soaking them in. Oh, it smells like peaches. It smells delicious. So I'm just going to add this to my stock pot. And then I am going to bring this up to a simmer. And once it comes up to a simmer, I'm going to turn it just as low as I can get it. And keep it at a low simmer for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm going to let it heat up really slow. And once it comes up to a simmer, I'm just going to set a timer for about an hour and a half and I'll check it. Once it's done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, I took my pits and skins and I covered them with the water that I had soaked my peaches in, and I let them simmer for about an hour and a half, just on a low, slow simmer. And now I'm going to strain them out. And this is the liquid that I will use for all of my peach projects that I'm doing over the course of the next 3 days or so. I'm going to turn some of this into syrup. This is the liquid that I will can my peaches in because I don't add sugar. I'll turn some of it into jelly and I'll use it for the liquid in my peach pie filling. And any that I have left at the end of this, I will turn into peach tea and peach lemonade because I did get a request for that. So all that I'm doing, I'm putting it in a small colander and I'm running it through a fine mesh strainer. And I'm just going to let this strain out, and I'm going to transfer it into these 2 pitchers that I use when I'm working on canning projects. And once this is drained, there's nothing left in the pits and peels that is of any use, so I'll be tossing those out and just keeping the peach flavored water to process all of my recipes with. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this drained, and I will bring you back and we'll talk about what's coming up. So I ended up with about 3 3/4 to 4 quarts of peach infused water. It's not quite juice, but it's very peach flavored and very peach smelling. Now, if I were not going to be using this to can peaches, I don't add any sugar to my peaches when I can them because I don't give my girls any extra sugar. And primarily I'm canning peaches for my girls. They love them. I'm going to use this to can my peaches in, and I'm going to use it as the liquid in my peach pie filling when I can it. I'm also going to use it in the liquid in my jams and jellies. Now, I'm going to make just some straight peach jelly out of this, but when I do, I will add some peaches to it and simmer it down a bit before I strain it through a jelly bag. And I'm also going to make some peach syrup for some lemonade and some tea concentrates that I've been asked to make, but I'll add peaches to that as well. If you were doing this just to make jelly or just to get peach flavored juice from it, all that you would want to do is whatever amount you put in your pan, you want to just cover it with water and let it simmer for 30 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, depending on how much you have in your pan. You don't want to simmer all the water out, but the longer it simmers, the more flavorful it becomes. I am going to turn this into some canned peaches and some peach pie filling and some jams. And then I'm going to add some peaches to it, turn it into some jellies and some syrup. I really hope that you enjoyed the video today. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out a lot. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that you will and that you'll stick around for a while. If you hit the notification bell, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video based on your settings. Thank you so much for watching today. Y'all have a great day.